Today I'm going to be showing you some custom brick-built LEGO weapons based on the Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas weapon designs. I managed to get a few weapons brick-built that I think actually look good enough to resemble the Fallout weapon, so we'll go ahead and start with the laser rifle. So this is the laser rifle design I managed to come up with. It's not great. The biggest downside, as you probably already noticed, is the lack of a stock. Really hinders it. But managed to use the joystick piece to get that like rail it's got on the bottom, and I think that's one of the most notable things about the laser rifle. So being able to do that, I think at least makes it look enough like a laser rifle. And I'm not a huge fan of the round tile on the front to resemble the laser emitter, but I could change that at some point. I think a hollow stud of the same color would be better, or maybe just a light gray hollow stud. But that's the laser rifle. Very simple build, mostly reliant on the that one brick weapon piece that LEGO made, and I use a few of those for some of the other weapons, different versions though. I guess we'll go ahead and go straight into the next one. Alright, this is the plasma rifle I managed to come up with. It's not perfect, it's a little bulky, and as you can see, it uses the that similar brick weapon piece. This one does have a stock on it though, made out of that tap piece. Not a great looking stock, but you know, does its job. And then once again used a joystick piece with the bottom part taken off and put it in that cone right there to resemble kind of like the needle at the front of the plasma rifle. These are based on the Fallout 3 New Vegas design, so I think this one's okay. The black and is quite jarring. It's a little too dark for the plasma rifle, but they don't really make that piece in too many other colors, so I just used that and then color matched everything else to black just to match and look a little bit more uniform. And now I'll show you the Super Sledge. This is the Super Sledge from Fallout 3. Very, very simple design. Not super great, but I never really thought about using the flick fire missile as the handle for the weapon. But I think that actually works out really well because it's a little thicker near the top, and the Super Sledge does actually have some stuff in between the handle and the actual top of the hammer, so I think that works well enough. So that's my Super Sledge. Alright, here we got the beloved Fallout 3 combat shotgun. Same problem as the laser rifle. The lack of a stock really takes away from it, but I think this is good enough as it is without the stock. You know, it's got the drum magazine. That's basically the main feature of the combat shotgun, and yeah, very, very simple. I think it's alright. And now we'll move on to the big guns. Alright, we'll start with the missile launcher. Very simple design, using those hollow studs to kind of connect it all together. It's got the that printed tile on it because the missile launcher does have a techie part on the side right there. And yeah, not too much to say about it, I guess. Just my missile launcher design. just about as good as I can do with LEGO piece restrictions. The missile launcher has a lot of small details that can't really be captured well in LEGO, especially with the shape of it in the game. It's like mostly square in the middle and then only gets rounded at the end and the back of it, so fortunately I couldn't do that because I needed those hollow studs to hold the thing together. So now we'll move on to the flamer. Alright, so here's the flamer, that robot hand piece connecting it to the round bricks to, for the stand. That's not really supposed to be there, it's just on there so I can attach it to that, so I can spin it around for you. It's got the big old wheel on the side, and the little tanks on the back that would go on the back of a minifigure. In Fallout 3 in New Vegas, the minigun and the flamer, no matter what, if you're using them, you will get a back accessory. So once I show you some of the minifigures wearing the or using the weapons, that'd be on the back of a minifigure. And the minigun's using same concept basically. So you'll get probably like a better look of what it actually look like in a minifigure's hands when I get to that. But yep, there's the flamer. Pretty simple. You should be able to see just about all the pieces there. It's a very small amount of pieces. Only 6 to build up that flamer, excluding the back accessory. But moving on to the minigun now. And here is my minigun. This is the one I'm most proud of. I see lots of people using this design with the Technic pieces to resemble, some sort of minigun type weapons, but I also use that bucket handle to kind of resemble that handle on the top of the minigun. And it's also got that tap piece right there to hold it to the stand. That's not really a part of the weapon, just on there to put it on the stand. And it's got its back accessory right there, because the minigun you have a giant ammo container on your back. And this one actually kind of has a play feature with that. So the minigun ammo can be taken off the side. Oops. Like that. It's got just one stud and a tile there, so you can take that off. And then you can replace it with the one on the back accessory if you wanted to really go the extra mile and with your play or whatever and have reloading and stuff. So that's just a little small thing I could add on there, so may as well did it. And now I guess I'll show you what these builds look like in the hands of minifigures. So alright, here we got the Super Sledge in the capable hands of a super mutant right there, so you can see what that looks like there. I think they all look a lot better once they're actually being used by a minifigure. And this is kind of just my custom super mutant I go with. Moving on. And here's the laser rifle. This one doesn't look too much better in the hands of a minifigure. It's just really big, and the lack of a stock really throws off its laser rifle look, but yeah. Moving on to the combat shotgun now. And here we got the combat shotgun being used by this raider looking guy. So I think this one looks pretty good once it's being used. The lack of stock actually kind of helps the minifigures be able to pose with it and whatnot. But still, I wish I had a stock. And here's the flamethrower being held by my cook style raider. Got the welding mask, and as you can see, he's got his tanks on the back and his yep, there you go. Here's the plasma rifle being held by my wannabe enclave. This one looks pretty good, I think. But the minigun's easily my favorite. The minigun just looks great with the minifigure. So, there's the plasma rifle. Alright, and here's what the missile launcher looks like on a minifigure. Nice little Fallout thing is for this armor that this guy's wearing, that's from Power Miners. I think they're second wave or something like that. But I always thought this armor was just perfect stand-in for metal armor from Fallout, so I think that goes quite well together. And moving on to my favorite, the minigun now. Alright, here we got a Super Mutant Master, all decked out with his minigun right there. And of course he's got his ammo on the back. And yep, and that's all of them. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have any comments on how I could improve these weapon designs or other ideas you have, please feel free to leave them in the comments. I will read all of them, and I appreciate everyone who watched this video, and I got more Fallout content on the way. I'll have my a New Vegas full-size mock posted here in a couple days, and hope you guys enjoy that and everything else I do. See you guys later.